Morning, people. So today we're going to talk about, well, quickly, because it's not going to take very long, how to change the starter motor on your Vauxhall Insignia, which lives just up the back of the engine there. So undo that cover, 4 crossblade screws, drop it down, and the starter motor lives just up here. You've got 2 bolts like that. There's 3 bolts in the starter, if we show you here. So this is the new one. You've got one up here, one down here. This one here is really easy to get to. It sits at the bottom, but you do have to remove the crank position plug off the crank position sensor because you can't get the bolt out, which is awkward because it's sat with this tab facing the gearbox, so you just have to get something, which is what I used that pick for, just to pull that tab out, and then you can push the button and unhook that from the sensor, which is that, which is just in the way. Then you've got this bolt at the top, which is slightly more awkward to get to, but if you take off the first nut off of this bolt, which sits in this hole, so that bolt sits in that hole, and that has an extra, so that threads in, and then there's another earth on there. So there's an earth tab on there, which is just there. So that earth tab's bolted on there, so you take the 13 off, then you can take that bolt out. That's that one out of the way. Then you've got your 13 here for your power, which is that tab there, and then you've got the little wire there, which is the start, which is a 10mm, which sits on this terminal just here. So you undo that, take off the first nut off of here, take off that wire, that bolt out, reach up, and you can just reach that bolt and that bolt, and obviously that bolt, those two are off the old starter off of here. And then you move the starter motor, and the touch is dying. You move the starter motor up and then pass it this end down. So to put it back in, we'll go in rear end first and then slide it back in.